There were thousands of sneakers at this year's Suffolk Marathon, but there was one pair that stood out the most.
There's just so much hope and fun in them, and the feathers on them, they're going to make me fly.
Beth Ann Telford says a special little girl decorated these shoes for her so that she could run even faster.
I'm going to run 26.2 for a little girl that can't.
This is the start of the marathon, but this life-changing journey started about a year ago with a little girl named Morgan Leary. Morgan was a healthy 6-year-old, a twin to her sister Emma.
She is a very determined child. She's always been that way.
But last August, doctors discovered a golf ball-sized tumor in Morgan's brain.
Because of the nature of it, the tumor started to bleed out.
The swelling in Morgan's brain so bad, doctors had to remove a portion of her skull.
When they did the craniotomy, the neurosurgeon looked at me and said, "This is our last-ditch effort."
The surgery caused Morgan to have a seizure and a stroke. After doctors removed 90% of her tumor, Morgan needed 6 rounds of chemo and then radiation.
She was very fragile looking, and I was scared.
It was during that time that the Learys met Beth Ann Telford through a mutual friend. Telford also had brain cancer 10 years ago and beat it. Since then, she says she's made it her mission to help children battling brain cancer by going the distance for them.
As long as I'm able to, I'll continue to fight for these kids. I am just amazed at the progress this child has made and the love that the sisters have for each other.
I love you.
A love that seems to be just the right medicine for Morgan. Morgan went from needing a walker in the hospital to now holding her mom and sister's hand to take a walk just 2 months later. As Morgan makes small strides every day, so does Beth Ann. Beth Ann says when she got tired during the marathon, all she had to do was look down at the sneakers Morgan decorated to get her through.
Coming here and seeing Beth Ann pass over the finish line brought all my hope back.
Beth Ann says even though she crossed the finish line last Sunday, she says her race to raise money and awareness for children with cancer is far from over.
I did this because of her. She's my inspiration. She's so fierce. This child doesn't give up.
In East Islip, Antoinette Bjordy, News 12, Long Island.